What's up, everybody? We're out here with Milk Creek Relics on this creek. They're calling the land of the lost lake. Earlier, walking down the creek, found this piece of bone. It's pretty old, but for some reason, look at it, it's polished off on the end. I mean, it's black, patination on it. Almost as if I had a resin or something on it, but could just be part of the enamel of the bone. But it's old, that's for sure. The reason why I turned the camera on is walk across this little gravel bar right through there, come up here, stop for a second. I was looking, see it? Almost looks like something right there, but I'm not sure. I don't think it is nothing. No, it's a rock. I'll get over top of this a little bit. You can see it right there. Helps if you get a little bit of shadow on. There you go. Just stand and pull this rascal. It's got some really fine teeth on that rascal. It's serious. It's a pine tree, I'm pretty sure, bro.
Yeah, the base on it looks like it.
Why don't you look at it?
Wow.
It's got some colors to it, don't it?
That's the same as that Lost Lake I found. There you go. It's pretty material, man. Yeah, I think that's definitely a pine tree.
You feel the serration, little fine needles up it? It's got some really fine edge work on it.
That's an old brick too.
Yeah, I know it.
Good job, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Hopefully we'll find something else. Start walking through here and
come through this side. I went through that side over there. He's just laying there like that, huh?
just laying there on top. What's going on, everybody? Today's the first at walking this here creek. I've been walking about 4.5 hours. Found some flint, found a couple little pieces of broken blades and stuff in a scraper, and I seen a little bit of flint here sticking out, just here and there, little flakes. Yeah, I'm gonna drop that right a little bit. Found that piece there and that piece and another piece, but this looked like just another piece of the flint sticking out, and I wiped it off, and it's actually part of a buck creek. It's missing the majority of it, but that thing's thin. I'll wash it off a little bit. Yeah, as long as there's a piece of flint there, another piece on the bank right here. So I'm getting evidence. But so these to find turkey tails, and those ones kind of look like Christmas trees. I said they have teeth on the side of them. She was like, yeah. That's where those are serrations. It's probably a pine tree or something, a lost lake, but we're gonna hunt around a little bit. There's a piece of flint right up there, right past that limb of that rock. Hopefully I can get something. What's up, everybody? Still down the same creek. I've been getting a little discouraged finding material, but I ain't found no pieces of points, you know, maybe some flake blades. It's hard to say in the creeks, they get rolled around the rocks, but this is a beautiful place. First time I've been here, of course. But seen that little adjoining creek there. They got a little branch of the spring going up in there, creek. Walked across this little gravel bar right here. Came on this side, looked down and seen this, because I had just said, you know, come on, God, please. Hoping to find at least one decent thing today, and there's something right there. That looks broken up. Let's see. Nope, it's a blunt. Half a scraper, not a blunt. Scraper. Base of the ground. Alright, guys. I'll find something else we get back with you. What's up, everybody? Sitting here Walked probably another hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes. I turned around right there at that tree right there. Figure if I come back, which is very possible, I did find flint. That blunt, that broken Buck Creek. Seen a piece of flint right there. Or look at it and seen this. It looks like it's got some work on it, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a scraper. Little end scraper. Yeah. Killer. Here's that piece. I got the sun over a little bit. If I find something else, I'll get back at you. I looked down and this was shining. It's broke. But look at that little baby. It would have been one heck of a point. First white point I found in many years. That thing is translucent as the day is long. Gosh, that'd have been a little smoker. Extremely well made. Definitely got the ground base on it. I might walk this little feeder and just look around real quick before I get back out the main creek. But been praying I'd find something somewhere. Seen a few little pieces of flint right there around that tree right there. Well, let's get this way, right there. Anyhow, didn't think I was going to find a good one. I'm still not sure if this is even a good one, but let's look at it. Alright guys, so here we go. Walking along, looking at stuff. See that right there, sticking out. It's got some pretty colors on it. Looks like the tip's dinged off of it. Put down my little, let's do the slow reveal here. Come on honey, have that base. Alright, base looks there. There you go. I don't know what type of material that is, but I ain't got no water yet. I'll get down the creek here in a minute. I'll wash this thing off for us. Guys, and here's where I found that broken Buck Creek at. Came back up here. That's just standing right there. And seen a few more flakes of flint, like right here, some small pieces, just little flakes. But I pulled out this flake knife right here, and I pulled out this big old tip. I thought it was just a piece of material. I'll get it in my hands here. Big old tip, or the bottom of a blade. And a nice piece. I'll be coming back here to hit this spot again, but alright, we'll find something when we get back. I walked up here and looked, and this is laying there. I don't know if it's anything or not, but it looks like a part of a blade or something. But we'll see here. Yeah, it was definitely a blade, busted in half or more. Yep. I thought that might be it. Give it a little bath here real quick. Sucks to see that broke, but at least we know they're here, right? God, that'd have been beautiful. A heavily ground base, you can see that. Man, that'd have been a smoker. Well, goes to show you, you don't know what's in that water down there. Hopefully the creek will go down a little bit and I can come back, maybe find something like that, but whole. It's a pretty thin piece too for the size. I think it's an old break, but alright, we'll get back with you if I find something else, guys. Alright guys, it's been about an hour and 15 minutes. I'm back in the Creek now. It's a beautiful place. Just ain't finding a lot of artifacts, man. And it's swifter water, it's hard to see in. But little fall right there. There's a piece of flint right there. Sorry about that. Let's see what we got, y'all. I can see it. Yeah, a little blunt. Got see the flaking better. A little damage on it, maybe. Hard to say. Almost like I just took a piece of flint and blunted it down for a scraper. Alright, if I find something else, I'll get back. What's up, everybody? This is the cleanup after 3 creek hunts. Went out with Mill Creek Relics to a creek that he had found. They call Land of the Lost Lake and the Kirks. But all I found that day was this piece here. It's really pretty material. There's some fine serrations on it. Of course, that tip's dinged off of it, but he found a Angostura and a couple of lost lakes and a few other points. Of course, you see it in this video. That's the only decent point I found. Then I found this one here, a small birdie. Pretty material. Of course, it's got one side sheared off of it. And I went to a new creek down by my house, and let's see, we started out with a busted buck creek. Then I found this piece right here, little blunt, and a hafted scraper. Next was this little translucent piece here. So I wish I had a tip on there. Of course, it's not there. Still evidence of our habitation, and no one's probably going to find something there if I keep going. And I found this one. Best point I found so far this year. Got a slow start. Well, I found those 2 Madisons earlier. I guess they're perfect. So this is the better point, though. That's like a big sandy. Really nice flaking on it. Then I found this broken blade. This thing would have been killer too. Translucent part of it. I found an Elk River last year. I think it was last year, maybe the year before. May have the same material. Of course, you can't see it, I don't think. There's a crack in the material. It runs all the way through here too. So it almost sheared off this whole edge right here as well. And last trip, yesterday, I walked almost 14,000 steps. Found this tip. Another tip. This base. This hafted scraper. Which I was happy to find. That's the only thing I found that was whole, but I forgot these 2-inch scrapers from the first time when I found these right here. the video I took wasn't very good. I had this thing so close to the camera. Couldn't make out what it was. Man, I know it's Uniface, but I've had a lot of Uniface items in my life, and this one, the bottom of it's so smooth you can tell it was wore extremely by human hands or something, but it's really weird feeling. I also found this one. It's not busted. It's made that way. But found this one. I was out with Chris on that. I found I don't know if it's a fish spear or what it is, but that little birdie. But this bone right here, we found a lot of bones that day. The top is pretty much natural. Don't look like anything been done to it. I mean, it looks like it could have held a dart or something on the top, but the end of this bone has been polished or ground down. That's not natural unless it's some kind of deformation or something in the bone itself. But if you hold it in your hand this way, it's just like a pistol grip. Anybody knows where I could send that off to and have that evaluated would be much appreciated. Because this side's busted out. Really cool. And my buddy Joe Blue made this for me. Of course, it's antler. You see, it's got my channel name on there, or my name, nickname, Paleo Hunter. That is just killer. Thank you, Joe. That is awesome, man. I asked him if he could make me a couple of deer antler stands for one of my cases. I don't know if he's going to do it or not, but if he does, it would be killer. But that is just awesome. Of course, he sent me these bone points too. There's several cahokias in there, a few eccentric cahokias, but get that out of the shadow. I got to get another shadow box, Joe. Man does some outstanding carving. That's just killer. Little fine serrations up them edges. Each one of these has got to take some serious time to make. Thank you, brother. I ain't forgot about you. Well, guys, I guess that's it. Switching teams. I won't be hunting with David much this year unless I get to go back to the team. They've made some corrections at work to try to get another team in line with the company's policies and standards and the work schedule, the load. And they moved me to it to see if I could help them out. So hopefully I'll get some vacation days in with David and be able to hunt with him. But that's why I'm going to the creeks. Bought me a kayak, get out and try to find some new areas where people's not hitting it so hard. Maybe find something. But I appreciate everybody watching. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Over 1,300 now. I never thought I'd get that, but it's much appreciated. And hopefully I'll get back out soon and get on something nice. Until the next time, guys. We'll see you.